Okay, we are going to go into it in a bit more detail than that. So this is the banner as it was on JP. Obviously we don't know if there will be any changes until it drops, so let's have a look here. So featured units, obviously we have the new STR transforming Super Boo, the enhanced transformation category leader. We've got this brand new Int Hercule, who's actually not bad. And then we've got the AGL West Kai. She's actually really good. She's a really good support unit for Realm of Gods. Of course, it's not translated on here. Then Physical Super Vegito comes back. STR Janemba. Int Kid Boo. We've got the STR Boo, who gets a Dokkan Awakening from the new event medals. And then the Physical Evil Boo is the featured SR, because you know every banner's got to have a featured SR. And he actually gets a Dokkan Awakening as well. So let's go over those units very quickly. Okay, so this is the STR transforming Boo. Category leader, 150% across the board, 3 key. And extreme STR, 90% and 3 key. He does immense damage to the enemy, lowers attack and defense. Attack and defense plus 80%, pretty standard as a unconditional boost. Transform into a specific form when conditions are met. So this is starting from the 5th turn. It all depends on your health. So it'll absorb Piccolo if your HP is 49% or below. It'll absorb Gotenks when it's 50%, between 50% and 79%, and then Gohan when it is between 80% and 100%. And then of course he gains very different abilities. So the Piccolo absorbed Boo, he now gets the special beam cannon, which greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage. He recovers 15% HP at the start of the turn. Attack and defense goes to 100%, so 20 extra there. All allies key +3 and defense +30%. So that is a very, very useful transformation. Probably the hardest one unless you're on maybe Super Battle Road. Very useful for that extra key, especially if you have other Boo units on the team, since they don't have great key links. The Boo Tanks becomes very similar to the other Boo Tanks in the game. He seals super attacks, he still does immense damage. He gets attack 120% and defense 100%, recovers 8% HP. He gets an additional 30% attack when the target enemy is in the attack down status as well, which is pretty good. He also gains over in a flash, like the other Boo Tanks. Not a very common link on extreme teams, but definitely has some fitting partners on the Majin Buu Saga team with that link. And then of course we have the Buuhan. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, still immense damage, recovers 10% HP, and then attack and defense plus 120%. So if you're on normal Dokkan events with a very powerful category team, this is the one you're probably going to see the most. So he's definitely not bad, but he's just not that great. And obviously with the movie stuff around the corner, he definitely is not as good as Broly or Gogeta. But if you have some of the other units, so alright, this is the other new one, sorry, the Hercule. The Int Hercule, he causes supreme damage with a chance to stun the enemy. He has a 50% chance to do supreme damage with massive power, which is an extra 9, is raise SA multiplied by 90%, and it has a medium chance to stun as well. So his passive skill, high chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks, reduces damage received by 50% to 90%. The less HP remaining, the less damage received. So the lower your health is, he has a potential to reduce damage by 90%, which is pretty crazy. He is in the World Tournament category as well, but he shares the same name with the LR Hercule, so if you're running that team for the statues and you want the highest boost possible, you're probably not going to run him on here. He's got some very weird links because he is Hercule, not exactly common. He does have Supreme Power though, and Fierce Battle for your Majin Buu Saga team. And then we have the other new unit is the AGL West Kai. So Realm of Gods category allies, attack and defense 40%, and chance to perform a crit 7%. So that just stacks on top of whatever else they have. So if the unit has no orbs abilities to crit, like no dupes, or they're not an STR or tech type, they'll have a 7% chance. And then they'll just also have that separate trigger on top of whatever else they've already got. So she becomes very, very useful. Not only is the 40% insanely good for attack and defense, but giving units that can't normally crit a chance to crit is pretty good. Her super attack is just a pretty straightforward supreme damage, greatly raises attack for 1 turn, so she'll hit okay. She does have a farmable super attack from the story event as well. She's a mini Realm of Gods leader if you don't have the UI Goku. So now going on to the awakenings for the older units. We've got the STR Buu, becomes an AoE unit, supreme damage to all enemies with a rare chance to stun. So very useful for Super Battle Road or the World Tournament if you don't have LR Broly. He also changes int key spheres to strength key spheres. Attack and defense was 50%, additional 10% per STR key sphere obtained. So actually if you can pick up a bunch of strength key with him, he would probably be able to do pretty well in taking out the enemy team in the World Tournament. And then we have the physical Evil Buu, just awakens from an SR. Obviously he becomes a UR at this point though, so if you have loads of extra copies of him you can start opening his dupe paths. You do need to awaken each copy though, but he becomes a unit that deals supreme damage and seals enemy super attack, so it could be quite useful. All enemies attack and defense minus 20%, medium chance to evade enemies attacks. That's actually really good, like all of those things combined for what is an awakening for a summonable SR. So obviously not the best unit and probably not going to be anywhere near the best unit on your team if you are using him, but definitely quite useful. So going back to the banner, I guess the whole point of the video, should you summon, as I said at the beginning, I don't think you should. I think this banner is a hard skip unless you are a massive whale with more stones than you know what to do with, because the West Kai is really useful, I'm not going to lie, it would be very good to have her. The Hercule's kind of just a novelty card, you're probably not really going to use them on events and stuff. The Buu is pretty good, but I do feel like we can go without him for now. And then obviously these three units, very good, they've been on quite a lot of banners recently. In fact, if you got lucky you might have pulled one or more of these from the New Year's banner. I still would like more dupes for Physical Super Vegito, I think I only have one. But yeah, I think I might literally just do a YOLO multi on this and then save, because obviously the movie banners are right around the corner and they are going to offer much more value. Even though the rest of the units on the banner, some people were a bit disappointed, there are some very strong units. In fact, I think STR Janemba is even on Broly's banner, so I would definitely say pick up the Sail Stones, maybe do a random multi or single if you really want to, but I would advise skipping this banner. So let me know in the comments what you're going to do either way. If you are going to drop a couple of stones, maybe you are going to do quite a few summons, let me know. And yeah, we will see how the banner goes for anyone who does go in. Wish me luck on that YOLO multi, because if I can pull the Buu, that would be, yeah, that'd be very nice. So anyway, that is going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram at @TheMaskedNingen, or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.